ಹೆಲೋ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಚಾನಲ್. ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈ ದಿನ ನಾವು 8ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಭಾಷೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಭಾಗ 2ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ 6 ಟೈರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಹರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಎಡಿಟೆಡ್ ವರ್ಷನ್. ಬನ್ನಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೋತ್ತರಗಳನ್ನು. The first part from the C1 comprehension part, answer the following which is in the page number 24. The first question is, who was usually a playing companion for Sai in her childhood? Answer: Sai's usual playing companion in her childhood was an elderly gentleman, Sir R.P. Paranjpe, who was her grandfather, affectionately called Appa. Second question is, who was affectionately called Appa? The answer is Sir R.P. Paranjpe was affectionately called Appa. He was a famous educationist, mathematician, and India's first senior wrangler. The next question, the third one. When was grandfather very much impressed by Sai's ability? The answer is, the grandfather was very much impressed one day when Sai made up a fairy tale replete with dragons and princesses, talking parrots, and hidden gold, rather than reading it from a book. The fourth question is, what was Sai's first published book? The answer is, Sai's first published book of fairy tales was called Mulancha Mera, which she published by the time she was just 8. The next question, I think the fifth one is, Sai froze. When did this happen? The answer is, Sai froze when her grandfather ordered her to stop right there after she stepped on a book by mistake as she rushed into the library. Okay, now coming to the next comprehension part, that is C2, which is in the page number 25. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ 25ನೇ ಪುಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಹೆನ್ಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 2 ಇದೆ. ಅದರ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೋತ್ತರಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. The first question is, how could Sai draw the attention of her playmates while they made fun of her? The answer is, after her friends mocked her for being plump, Sai sat glumly for a moment, but then her face brightened. She announced a new game. It is a magic island full of hidden treasure. She narrated a fantastic story which caused her playmates to gather around her to listen, and she successfully cast a spell of magic over them, directing them in roles for the rest of the week. Next question. What fascinated Sai as a child? The answer is, one of the many things that fascinated Sai was the doll's wedding, a traditional game played by Maharashtrian girl. Okay, this is about the second question. Coming to the third question is, why is the word mother given within the inverted commas in the 16th and 17th paragraph? The answer is, the word mother is in inverted commas because it refers to the role Sai played in the elaborate doll's wedding organized by her own mother. She was dressed like the bride's mother for the drama. Okay, next move on to the next main, that is C3. Some statements are given below. Some are true and some are false. Tick off T or F. Also indicate in the box the paragraph number. Okay, the first is, Sai looked very athletic. They have already given, that is false statement, and which is in the para 12. Sai used to tell fantastic stories to her friends. It's a true statement, and in the para 14. Even as a child, Sai had published a book. True, para 8. Her grandfather did not take it seriously when she stepped on a book. False statement, para 9. Paranjpe was a senior wrangler. It's a true. You have to find out. Then one of the Maharashtrian children games is marriage of dolls. True. Sai told a story to her grandfather. True. Sai learned to regard books with respect. True. Okay, move on to the next main, that is C4. Some important events in the story are given in the jumbled order. ಕಾಲಾನುಕ್ರಮೇಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಜೋಡಿಸಬೇಕಂತೆ. So the usual sight of the grandpa and Sai playing together. Sai is telling a story to her grandfather. Grandfather telling her to treat books with respect. Sai is drawing the attention of the playmates. The wedding of the dolls. Okay. The next one is the read and write comprehension part. Question answers. Okay, the first question is describe how grandfather and Sai enjoyed each other's company. The answer is grandfather, Sir R.P. Paranjpe means Appa, and Sai shared a productive and enjoyable relationship. They would often skip along together, laughing and talking. During their walks, Appa would ask Sai simple mathematical questions and relate fables, fairy tales, Arabian Nights and Birbal stories. The next question is, why was grandfather very much impressed by Sai's story? The answer is, Appa was very much impressed because Sai's story, which included dragons and princess, was one she had made up herself, not read. Her grandfather recognized this spontaneous creativity as her first flight of fancy and the foundation of her wonderful creative world. The third question is, what do you think was the great achievement of Sai as a child? The answer is, a significant achievement was that she had published her first book of fairy tales titled Mulancha Mera by the time she was only 8 years old. Okay, next move on to the next question, the fourth one. Describe the incident in the library. The answer is, the incident occurred when Sai rushed into the library and stepped on a book by mistake. Her grandfather stopped her and sternly ordered her to ask forgiveness of the book, stating, "You kicked knowledge, that's what you did." Following his instruction, Sai bent meekly and did namaskar to the book, thus learning to respect books early in life. The next question is, how was Sai able to win over her friends? The answer is, when her friends teased her for being too fat and slow to play sports, Sai turned her sadness into creativity. She captured their attention by suggesting a fantastic game about a magic island full of hidden treasure. She cast a spell of magic over her friends with her storytelling, convincing them to gather around and take on roles she directed, thereby winning them over completely. What surprise awaited Sai one day as she came back from school? Answer is, Sai had complained to her mother that she never let her have any fun. In response, when Sai returned from school, the whole house was decorated to look like a marriage hall. Her mother surprised her with a complete doll's wedding. Sai was dressed as the bride's mother. A band arrived. The groom rode a real steed, and all the local children participated with religious chantings. Next, C4, that is paragraph answers. So you have to write the answers in a paragraph. Okay. The first question is, Sai's talents even as a child. Answer, even as a young child, Sai Paranjpe demonstrated extraordinary creativity and a flight of fancy, while she was often found walking with her grandfather, listening to fables. She showed a strong inclination towards storytelling. When her grandfather challenged her to narrate a story, Sai immediately invented a fairy tale, replete with dragons and princes, talking parrots, and hidden gold. Her grandfather was highly impressed by this spontaneous talent, viewing it as the beginning of the wonderful world of creativity. This talent quickly blossomed as the published her first book of fairy tales called Mulancha Mera by the time she was just 8. Furthermore, when her playmates made fun of her for being too fat and unable to run, Sai cleverly used her imaginative skills to win them over, casting a spell of magic with a fantastic story. She convinced them not only to listen but also to take on roles and act as she directed, displaying early directorial and dramatic prowess. The next question is lessons she learned from her grandfather. The answer is Sai learned crucial lessons from her grandfather, Sir R.P. Paranjpe Appa, concerning the reverence and respect for books. In the Paranjpe households, books were revered objects. One day, when Sai rushed into the library and stepped on a book by mistake, her grandfather sharply ordered her to stop. He sternly rebuked her, saying, "You kicked knowledge. That's what you did." Her punishment required her to bend meekly and do namaskar to the book to ask for the forgiveness. Her grandfather enforced this rule consistently, applying the same discipline whenever he discovered any dog-eared book. Through this strict adherence to respecting books, Sai learned early in life to respect feeling about books. The third paragraph is the incident of the wedding of dolls. Sai was highly fascinated by the dolls' wedding, which was a traditional game played by Maharashtrian girls. This game involved children conducting the marriage of dolls, complete with chanted mantras and sharing of good and poha. One day, Sai complained to her mother about not having any fun, prompting her mother to promise a wedding she would never forget. When Sai returned from school, the house had been transformed into a marriage hall. In a grand theatrical spectacle, Sai was dressed as the bride's mother. A band arrived and the groom rode on a real steed, means riding a horse. The children of the locality participated and the event proceeded with religious chanting. This elaborate incident satisfied the child who was so fond of drama, eventually leading her to grow up and become one of the India's leading filmmaker and theatre personalities. Okay. The next part is vocabulary. Fill in the blanks with the most appropriate words chosen from the among the ones given in the bracket. ಇಲ್ಲಿ bracket ಅಲ್ಲಿ words ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So appropriate word ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. Sai was fond of telling stories. Her grandfather was impressed by this talent of hers. Though she was not good at sports, she used to entertain her friends with her flights of fancy. Even as a child, she had published a book of fairy tales. Okay. Next, move on to the next main, that is from the V2. Here, some desirable and not so desirable. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷಣೀಯ ಅಥವಾ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಪೇಕ್ಷಣೀಯವಲ್ಲದ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್, ಸೃಜನಶೀಲತೆ, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟೆಡ್, ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಟಿವ್, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್, ಜಾವಿಯಲ್, ಇನೋವೇಟಿವ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನವೀನ, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ, ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಟಿವ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕಲ್ಪನಾಶೀಲ, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟೆಡ್ ಉತ್ಸಾಹಭರಿತ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸೈರೇಬಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಸೊ ಡಿಸೈರೇಬಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಜ್ವೆಲಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಕಂಡು ದ್ವೇಷವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕಂಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್, ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ದೂರೋದು, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರ್, ಸಿಟ್ಟು, ಡಬಲ್ ಟಂಗ್ಡ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದ್ವಿಮುಖ, ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಗ್ಲಮ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಸಹ ನಾಟ್ ಸೊ ಡಿಸೈರಬಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ V3 ಗಿವ್ ದ ಆಂಟಾನಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಪದಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಹೆಂಗಿಗೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ, ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ. ದೆನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್, ಎಂಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್, ಡಿಮ್ ಲೈಟ್, ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ short, tad man with an imposing figure. Okay, sorry, short tall man. Short tall man. Okay, after that V4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ give the negative form of these words using prefix. Prefix ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಒಂದು ಪದದ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಳಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಪದ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬಳಸೋದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಅ ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಸೈಟ್, ಅ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟವೆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟವೆಲ್, ಅ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್, ಆ್ಯನ್ ಅಟೆಂಟಿವ್ ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ inattentive soldier, successful, unsuccessful, organized, disorganized, satisfied, dissatisfied. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಲಿಸನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ಜಹಾಂಗೀರ್ ಖಾನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇದೆ ಜಹಾಂಗೀರ್ ಖಾನ್, ದ ಲೆಜೆಂಡರಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಶ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್. ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಡಸ್ ಹಿ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್? ಹಿ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ್. ವಿಚ್ ಗೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿ ನೋನ್ ಫಾರ್? ಹಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಹಿ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಶ್. ಮೂರನೇ ಕ್ವಶನಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ದೆನ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಹಿ ವಿನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಓಪನ್? He won the World Open 6 times. Which Open did he win 10 times? ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. The British Open a record 10 times. Then what was Jahangir's achievement between 1981 and 1986? Between 1981 and 86, he won 555 matches. Consequently, this was not only the longest winning streak in the squash history. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಗ್, ದಿಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಗ್ಗರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಅಡ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡೆಸ್ಟ್, ಬ್ಲೂ ಬ್ಲೂವರ್ ಬ್ಲೂಯೆಸ್ಟ್, ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕರ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕೆಸ್ಟ್, ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ಬ್ರೈಟರ್ ಬ್ರೈಟೆಸ್ಟ್, ದೆನ್ ಈಸಿ ಈಸಿಯರ್ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್, ಲಿಟಲ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ಮೆನಿ ಮೋರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್, ದೆನ್ ನೈಸ್ ನೈಸರ್ ನೈಸೆಸ್ಟ್, late later latest, fat fatter fattest, important more important most important. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಮೋರ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಟಿವ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ಸೂಪರ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ನೌನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಈಸ್ ಚೀಪರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್. ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಚೀಪ್ ಆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಮಸಾಲಾ ಪುರಿ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಪೈಸಿ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ವೈಟ್ ರೈಸ್. ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಗ್ಗರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೌಸ್. ಮೌಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಆನ್ ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್. ಐಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೂಲರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ವಾಟರ್. ವಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಐಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. After that, complete the following sentences using the given adjective. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಇದೆ ಗ್ರಾಮರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ, ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಟಿವ್ ಆರ್ ಸೂಪರ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಬನ್ನಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಪೊಯೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್, ಮೋರ್ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್, ಡ್ರೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್, ಬೆಟರ್, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ, ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಆಸ್ ಮೈನ್, ಟಾಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಫಾದರ್, ಓಲ್ಡರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೀ, ಹೆವಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ 1 ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ದ ಪಿಕಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 10 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಪಿಕಾಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬರ್ಡ್. ಸಾರಿ, I forgot to write the bird here. Bird. It is very beautiful. Its body is covered by long green feathers. It has blue eyes. It eats germs, worms, and tender shoots of plants. It lives close to villages. It dances before rain. The male peacock dances. Its dance is most attractive. Its blue body is nice to see. Okay. After that, task 2 is there. ಒಂದು ಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 34ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅಟ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಐ ಸಾ ಆನ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ವುಮನ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಚೇರ್. ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಗ್ಸ್. ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ವಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಶರ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೌಸರ್ಸ್. It was raining. At the roadside, I saw a woman sitting on the footpath. She was selling pots. She was wearing a sari. It was sunny day. Okay, this is all about the notes and the grammar part of this chapter. Thank you so much.